Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe Glass Sideways, based on his appearance from Transformers Cybertron, and also happy 20-year anniversary for Transformers Cybertron. Yes, back in the year 2005 is when we got Cybertron first aired, and while I did not do anything special this year, the reason for that is because of the fact that I don't have a lot of Transformers Cybertron figures, so I was waiting for this idiot to come out because he was leaked, and I was like, I'll do the anniversary when this idiot comes out. And that is true. I am here now to do the anniversary, and please somebody explain to me how this is the same guy from the Armada show. Because, to be honest, while I do very much enjoy Transformers Cybertron, I got the whole show right here on DVD, right there, the complete series of Transformers Cybertron. Its connection to Transformers Armada has always been kind of a mystery to me. As a big Armada fan, I don't really see how they connect, to be honest. Like Armada and Energon, they connect. While I wish they did not, they do. But with Cybertron, yeah, that connection is kind of dead in the water, to be honest. It doesn't really connect all that well. But anyway, it doesn't necessarily matter because we are here to look at plastic. And I've heard some bad things about this guy, and I don't necessarily agree with them. And that is, well, number one, parts forming. That is what I heard about this guy being bad. And I don't necessarily have too big of a problem with the parts forming, because it's just these side wings here on the side that you have to basically plug in here for vehicle mode. And while yes, apparently on the original figure, who I never owned, they apparently had some struts in order to be able to put them into place. This one does not. But personally, I kind of wish that they did have the struts, but outside of that, I don't necessarily care. Anyway, let's pull them in closer so we can get a look at that beautiful looking head sculpt. Very much like it. Can we get a Soundwave too, just to complete the duo, you know? I always thought Soundwave and Sideways had actually really cool designs in Transformers Cybertron. And it's been a while since I've watched it, but still. Anyway, he looks really cool with the orange and the black with some little bit of gold pieces as well. Don't worry, no gold plastic syndrome. But anyway, very nice Prime Soundwave head, actually. That very much looks like Prime Soundwave. You also got the nose cone, basically, of the jet mode right there. Then after that, you got the nice orange here on the arms as well. You got the nice little gold here at the shoulders. You got some nice silver here at the bottom of the legs. You got some nice little, like, orangey bits here. Some gold here on the toes as well. You got some silver here on the side of the weapon as well. And also, why was this a Walmart exclusive? Why wasn't this guy just mainline? Because yes, this is Walmart exclusive apparently, but also you got some silver here on the back as well. And overall, pretty clean figure, to be honest. You know, no real kibble hanging off of me. You got these two things, but they can kind of be seen as some of those shoulder capes that exist. Also, from the big open box that I did, this is actually the first figure that I am reviewing. But overall, he's a very nice looking figure. Now let's look at the weapon, shall we? So we have this thing right here, and this thing actually has a really neat trick. Also, Cyberplanet Kree, yay, there it is. Look at that tiny little Decepticon symbol in there as well. Very nice. Love the fact that they've decided to put these in with the figures. Anyway, you can split these open like so, because obviously the gimmick is gone, but there's still a little gimmick in here, because as you can see, this black piece here can move up and down, and what you get he's an Autobot! He's a Decepticon! Shocking surprise, I know. Also very nice with the green in here. But anyway, yes, you can turn him from Autobot and into Decepticon, which I guess is really the thing that he has from the original Armada show, I guess. But the fact that nobody remembers Sideways is just the worst, and a Unicron bootlicker is a bit surprising, but whatever. Anyway, also, just so you know, I haven't watched Cybertron in forever. Maybe it's due a rewatch, but I got so much stuff to do. But anyway, overall, very nice looking weapon, and obviously you got a post here that actually folds in like so. So you can plug it onto the arm, and he can start shooting good guys, bad guys, good guys. I put the Decepticon one on, so good guys. He can start shooting some good guys. Very nice, very cool. But that's not all he comes with, because also you can take off his leg blades right here, and they got some posts at the bottom, and basically you can just take this and then give him the dual wielding, well, dual blade, like so. And I guess this is also why it comes off, because I never owned the original Cybertron figure, so I don't really know much about it. But anyway, here you go. He is a very cool guy. You got two weapons, the range weapon and the melee weapon. You gotta love it. But let's take these bad boys off here, because we gotta get into the next thing as well. So let's get into the articulation segment then, shall we? So obviously the head can rotate all the way around, also technically part of the transformation. The head can go a little bit up and down, a little bit bubble here, right there. Then the arms can go all the way around. You got the in and out. You got an elbow rotation. You got, well, an elbow joint and a swivel, obviously. And the hands can rotate as well. He has a waist rotation because look at all the room. If he did not have a waist rotation, some people would have ride it. I maybe wouldn't have joined them because I don't like going outside. But anyway, then his leg can go forward and it can go back very much. If you move this out of the way, this can also move by the way if you want to, but you can get it all the way back, then move out of the way, in and out as well, rotation down here, knee bend as well. You can get a really high knee bend. You can blade kick, as you can see as well. And also, he has ankle tilt as well, and the feet can go up and down because of, you know, transformation and all that stuff. So he has a lot of articulation. You'll love to see it. So posing this guy is going to be a lot of fun for the people who can actually do some posing. So then, with that being said, let's move then straight into size comparison. And to be honest, I really only have Cybertron figures here for size comparison. So let's start off with the Decepticon and then bring in the Autobots. So here we have Sideways next to Starscream. And yeah, it looks nice alongside Starscream. God, this was the first Cybertron figure I ever reviewed. Oh, that review was awful because I was trying to rush things because I wanted to be the first of everything. Now I don't care anymore. And also mine is a little bit loose. But anyway, he looks very nice alongside Cybertron, Starscream. Let's bring in the Autobots. So here we have Sideways next to Vector Prime, Hotshot, and also you. I forgot your name. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. But you, for sure. But anyway, here he is next to them, and he looks very good alongside them as well. So then let's move these out of the way as well. Pull you in closer, and let's get into that transformation. So let's get Sideways transformed. What you want to start off with, obviously, is you want to take these blades and put them off to the side for a little bit. You gotta, it's a little bit of parts forming. I understand if people have some issues with it, but I don't. Then what you want to do, you want to press the feet in as you do for so many Transformers. Then afterwards, you can open up this cockpit area right there, rotate the head around, and then undo it from in here. And then as you can see on here, there is that double hinge that you want to deal with. So you want to basically double hinge it in, make sure that the head is straight so that this, and also push the head back so that it's as far down as it can be so that this can go over it and collapse in, and that's how you get the little teeth here at the front, which I actually think is very nice that he does that kind of stuff. Now what you want to do is you want to take this and move it backwards. Then you want to take the waist, rotate it backwards, which I always find easier because you want to grab the black piece in here and rotate it down like so. Now we can work on the arms. What you want to do with the arms is rotate them backwards, and I always kind of forget the orientation, so we'll work as we go. So what you want to do, you want to rotate one arm in, and then what you want to do is you want to make sure that the arm is rotated so that these two tabs are at the top. Do the same thing on the other side. Rotate it so that the tabs are at the top. So rotate it until the tabs are at the top. And also, there is a tab here on the inside of the arm that needs to go into that slot as well. So basically, you want to take these arms, put them next to each other, and then also tab them together like so. And before I forget, you want to rotate the hand so that this is facing the bottom as well. I always get a little bit confused about the orientation, like I said, but overall, this is how you do it. After that, you can fold this whole thing backwards with the legs as well. So just collapse this in until it clicks into place. Rotate the legs outwards like so, and then you want to rotate them in like so. Rotate them in like so, and now we come to the final, second to last part actually, because under here there is a gap that this long tab is going to slot into. So you want to basically take this and line it up and just tab it in like so. Do the same thing on the other side. So as you can see here, you got the slot. Maybe you can't see that, I don't know. I tried to show you guys, but anyway, you want to basically take this and tab that in like so. Then afterwards, you also have a tab here at the front that needs to go into the foot. So you basically want to take that, push that in. Right, so there we are. And then we have the next part, which is this weapon right here. What you want to do is you want to fold this in. Obviously, with the switch back here, you want to change it to the symbol that you so desire. And then as you can see right here, there is this big long tab as well. There are also these two tabs here, but the big long tab is going to slide into that slot right there. So basically you want to line this up. Also fold in the post. There you go. Hopefully this time around you're actually tabbed in. And then next up, what you want to do, as you can see on the side here, you got two slots right here on the side that the two things are going to tab into. And obviously you want the wing to flick backwards So what you want to do is you want to take this and... oh, no, wait. You want to have the wing go forward. Sorry, it can only go on one way. But basically, you want to take it, tab it in. Go to the other side as well. Take it, tab it in. And here we have good old-fashioned Sideways in his jet mode. So here we have Cybertron Sideways in his jet mode. And he looks actually pretty cool. Big fan of the way that this thing looks. I understand people have a problem with the parts forming. Especially because, you know, the whole thing's kind of come at, like... They're really close together, you know? I mean, if they put, like, a hinge here that could go like that... Everything could have been solved, but they decided to go with a little unplugging thing. So I understand where people's complaints come from the whole, like, parts forming, quote-unquote. Because technically this could also be a weapon, so it may not count as parts forming, but we'll just call it parts forming. But anyway, I understand where people's complaints come from for the parts forming. You know, they could have just done a thing, but whatever. You know what? Hey, we have a figure. At least we have a Cybertron Sideways figure. Let's just be happy about that one, because, to be honest, if I think about Cybertron, Sideways is not really the first thing that pops into my mind. Soundwave is, though, but that's because it's Soundwave. It always pops into my mind. Same with Shock Blast, and, no, wait, that was Energon, I think, actually. Shock Blast was actually Energon, I think, which was, one of the funniest episodes where they had basically a nothing episode. It was a joke episode, but it was funny. Anyway, not here to talk about Energon. Can we get some Energon redos? No? Okay, yeah, Energon isn't popular. Anyway, but here we go. We got him, and he looks really cool. He got the nice little orange here at the front as well. I love how these spikes from the head come through here in order to create, I don't know, some kind of vampire teeth or something like that. I also like how the weapon blends in immediately, and obviously, you can pop this bad boy off, come back here, push it up, plug it back in. He's an Autobot now. Which actually goes with the name Sideways, and that's why I've always liked this character. I forgot he did that kind of stuff. But anyway, like I said, it's been a while since I've watched Cybertron. The only one that I really remember from Sideways is, well, technically him being chopped in half. And, God, this thing is annoying to sometimes tab into place, because it just doesn't... Anyway, but yeah, basically him being chopped in half because of Revenge of the Fallen, but also, obviously, the Armada one, which apparently next year we're getting a new one. Oh my God, it's a good time to be a Sideways fan. Ah, man, we got an update in Studio Series, we get this idiot, and now we get the Armada one, the King of Sideways. I can't wait for that figure, super excited, if the leaks are to be believed, which sometimes they are not, because, I mean, we're finally getting Sure Shot, but I think for the past 2 years that thing has been leaked in order to be in waves, and he never came out. It's annoying. Legacy United and I think Age of the Primes both have it. But now he's finally coming out, so that's nice. But anyway, overall, like I said, very nice. Also, I like the wings as well, even though I was going to put it on wrong during transformation. Doesn't matter. Wings look really cool as well. I love all these spiky bits that he has. You got a little bit of spikies here. You got spikies on there. You got the spikies back here. You got the spikies here at the front. Very cool. And then at the bottom, yeah, don't look at the bottom. But anyway, overall, he looks really cool. And just like always, you can plug in the Cyber Planet key. And to be honest, I actually like the fact that the gimmick has been taken out, because the gimmick usually would have taken up a lot of room, so I couldn't really plug in the key, but now I can plug in the key with no problem at all. You'll love to see it, but overall, very nice looking thing. And since technically the weapon storage has already happened, we don't really have much else to say about this beautiful, beautiful jet mode. So let's then go straight into SAS comparison. So let's change this, oh wait, it's already on the Decepticons. Dang it. So then let's go into the Decepticon SAS comparison, obviously with Starscream. And this is my favorite mode from Cybertron, Starscream, because my arms still keep falling off, sadly enough. The Starscream that I have, the arms keep falling off. It's just an annoyance. But they look actually really cool together. Very nice. So then let's bring in the Autobot. So here we have him next to Hotshot Override. This time I actually learned the name of you. And also Vector Prime, looking very nice with Sideways here. So let's get them out of here. And I almost forgot, but did not. Here we got Kit from Knight Rider. Yes, indeed. Almost forgot him. It's been a while since I've done some Transformers reviews, so I need to get back into it. So let's get you out of here, pull you in closer, and let's get into that reverse transformation. So to get you back into robot mode, what you want to do is you want to pop off this thing, move it off to the side, pop off these wings, and put them off to the side. Now I understand the annoyance for what people have. Anyway, afterwards, what you want to do, you want to untap the leg from in here, the foot from in here, and also you want to unpeg the leg from back here. I think actually you want to start with back there, but you already set what I said, and I'm standing by. Then you want to rotate it around and get it straight like so. Then also fold out the foot, fold out the heel, fold out the foot, fold out the heel, And there we go. We got a pair of legs done right there. Afterwards, what you want to do is you want to basically take this whole thing, but make sure that this black piece here goes with. So you want to basically take this and create some room so that we can untap the arms from each other and also rotate them around. Like so. Very nicely done, like that. And now we can take this black piece and put it back where it belongs, and then just take the orange bit and rotate it down like so. There you go. Then rotate the arms down, rotate the arms down. Technically also rotate this down as well, but it kind of came with the arm for me. Rotate this around, rotate it around so that obviously the peg is on the side, or the hole for the peg is on the side. Rotate the hands so that they're facing forward, and there we go. Here we got headless sideways, so let's give him a hit by opening up this piece here. Rotate out the head. Double hinge it in, get it into place, rotate the head around, tap this back in where it's supposed to go. There we go. And then for the finishing touch, what you want to do is you want to come here, and on the side of the leg you got a big hole for the peg for the wings, obviously. So let's get that in there like so. And then finally, to finish off good old sideways, you can take the weapon, split it apart as I like to do, and then take this peg here, pull it out like so, and then you can tap this into his arm like so. And here we have Cybertron sideways back in his robotic mood. And overall, yeah, I'm a fan. I like Cybertron sideways. What can I say? He is a very good figure. Now, I will say that the complaint about the parts forming is understandable, because it could have just been, you know, like a thingy in order to be able to get it into place. But they decided to go with parts forming, which is a little bit disappointing. But this guy pulls off a great robot mode, great vehicle mode. So what more do you want outside of, you know, the parts forming being gone? But outside of that, you know, everything else just works very well. He looks really cool, reminds me of Prime Soundwave as well. And to be honest, Sideways hasn't really gone wrong yet, to me anyway. Design wise, let's just say that, because in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen he looked cool, but he wasn't a character. And mainly he looked cool in the games. But anyway, would I recommend him? Yeah, if you can find him for like deluxe price point, yeah, I would recommend him. He's a fun little figure, you know, he's a fun guy. If you're a fan of Transformers Cybertron, like I am, even though I haven't seen it since the, Obama was president, then you definitely need to add this guy to your collection. But that has been my review of Transformers Age of the Primes Walmart exclusive Deluxe Class Cybertron Sideways. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!